everything is well with you over there?
Yes, going well. How are you doing? I miss working with you.
I know, I miss our time too. And I know the piano connect and the hours. I have to move back to the States to follow you.
Yeah. With Europe, how would that work?
It will be all through the night.
It's all in the night. Well,
Yeah.
you could always do what you can and do the videos, the recorded. Not quite as fun, but it's hard with the timing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try and hire an assistant for the rest of the week because I have to let all these people into the waiting room. And it's going to be tricky as I'm teaching. Hi, Sharon, welcome. Thank you for coming. Can you hear me, Sharon? I don't think she can hear me.
I hear you now.
You hear me? Okay, welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so if I seem distracted, I'm just trying to let people into this waiting room, but I will get started. I'm gonna see how much can I get done in 15 minutes. I think we can be so productive. I mean, we do all of these 30-minute lessons and we get so much done. So let's go for it. It's gonna be fun. Hi, Joyce, welcome. Thanks for coming. All right, so let's put everybody on mute because you get to play along today. So we don't want to hear all of the different jingle bells going on at the same time. So for anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Paula Dreyer and composer of Little Gems for Piano and recently Central Star is an album and book that I just composed. And I love to teach creative activities. So this week I'm doing a 5-day progression of jingle bells. And we're starting very, very simply today because I just want you to get
when I've done this, all right, really 15 minutes.
So if everyone can mute, that would be great. So today my goal is for you to really ingrain just these 4 different simple chords that we're using. And then throughout the week, we're going to expand on those chords. So today's very, very basic with, you know, this kind of sound that you're very used to with jingle bells. But by the end of the week, you will be going. So we've been moving all over. There'll be some like. Okay, so throughout the week, it will get more and more complicated and exciting. Debbie says she's so excited. Debbie, I'm so happy to have you here. Thanks for being here. Okay, so I just sent out an email that has the a PDF of Jingle Bells, and I don't want you to rely too much on this. I only want you to use it as a reference point. So the whole point of this week is to be able to just sit down at the piano, play some jingle bells in lots of different ways. So just use that sheet as a reference. Don't stay glued to it the whole time because that can become a crutch. So you want to memorize these chords. It's going to be very easy. So the first thing you have to be able to do is to play just the melody of Jingle Bells. I'm switching my camera. And all you have to do is think in the 5-finger pattern. We're going to be in C major. And we're starting on the 3rd. So the E. So for most people, I think this will be very, very easy, but maybe it's not. So I'm going to show you if it's not easy. Okay, so you just think of that 5-finger pattern. So with everybody on mute, can you play the C major 5-finger pattern? And for those of you that this is easy, take it as, oh, well, this is how I would teach it to somebody else. This is easy for me, but this is how I would teach it. Okay, so play that 5-finger pattern. Okay, so you might need to teach that first to your students, maybe not. And we're going to start on the 3rd, which is the E. And see if your student or you can figure it out by ear, just by singing. Jingle bells, jingle bells. So obviously that's the same note, right? So you play those E's. And then you have the jingle all the way. So that was just the E up to G, C, D, E. So try that part. And, okay, I got it. Okay, the next phrase starts on the F. Oh, what fun it is to ride. You have lots of F's and then the E's. So try that part. Oh, what fun it is to ride. And then more E's. In a one-horse open sleigh. So we have the E's. E, 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 D, D, E, D, G. And again, you can look at your PDF if you need, or try to play it by ear. Okay, next phrase is exactly the same as the beginning. So you start on your E's. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. And you can ask your student which phrases are the same. It helps to have repetition. And then you have the ending. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. So that's your first assignment of the week, is being able to simply play that melody by ear, just in C major. So you can raise your hand and tell me, is that super easy for you? Raise your hand if that's really easy. Patricia, easy. Lydia, easy. Sharon's got it. Pam's got it. Lydia, is that easy for you? Faye, raise your hand on Zoom. Awesome. Good. Okay, so it might not be easy for some of your students. So give them the time to digest that and to learn that. Okay, next we're going to learn the harmonies. So for some of your students, they might only do that melody. And at the end of this session, I'm going to teach you an accompaniment where you can accompany them if they can only do the melody. But if they're ready, we're going to add some harmonic notes to the left hand. So I have them in the PDF, but again, I want you to memorize it as soon as you can. So for today, I want you to ignore anything that has a 7 on it. So don't worry about any 7s. And the only chords it has are 4 different chords. We're gonna have a C major. So let's play that in your left hand. Just play a simple C major root position. We've got 4 of those for the first phrase and 4 of those in the third phrase. So easy. Second phrase, we're gonna have an F chord. So let's play an F major. You go up to get it. If you go down, it will sound too muddy. So go up to get that. And you go back to your C chord. And now we have a D major. So we're going to use an F sharp. And then head up to a G major. So that was a little more complicated than the first phrase. So here's the third phrase. It only has C major. So let's play that. And the final phrase, you have the F chord, C major, up to the G major, and down to 1. Okay, so all you have are the 1 chord, the 4, a major 2 chord, and a 5 chord. Those are the only chords that we're using the whole piece. So you just have to get it clear in your brain, when does each one happen? Okay, so if you have the PDF, you can follow along with that. And the first thing we're going to do is play only the root note with the third finger. And if you're ready, try and play the melody in the right hand. So here's the first phrase. Okay, can you all try that? So it's just the first phrase. All I did was harmonize it with a C with my third finger. And I did whole notes. Okay, super easy, right? Any questions? Next phrase, you're going to have the F, the 4, the 1, 2, up to the 5. So it's F, C, D, G. Can everybody try that with their third finger? You have the F, and then C, D, up to G. So this phrase you might have to practice a little bit. And when you put them together, it's starting on the F, or sorry. Okay, so let's see if you can put those together, starting on 2 Fs. 1, 2, here we go. That one's a little trickier, but not so bad. Okay, now it's very, very easy because it's the same as the first. So you just put your C's with jingle bells. Here we go. So the first and third phrase are very simple. Ending, you're going to have the F, C, and then the G, C. Okay, let's try it together. 1, 2, here we go. Any questions so far? So again, you want to look at your sheet, but then memorize it as soon as you can. Okay, so that you're really just thinking harmonically. Okay, next we're going to add the full chord. So you just do a C major triad in root position. Okay, here's the first phrase. And let's put the right hand up 1 octave so that the hands don't get in the way. So we'll put it 1 octave higher. Okay, let's try it together. 1, 2, here we go. Awesome. Okay, here's the next one. Listen first. Okay, so it's the F chord, C chord, D major, G major. 4, 1, 2, 5. Here we go. Okay, third phrase, super easy. It's like the beginning. Let's do it together. Here we go. So easy. Last phrase, you're gonna have the F chord, C, and then the 5-1, a G and a C. Here it is. Okay, so let's try that together. Here we go. All right, let's try the whole piece together. 1, 2, here we go. F chord, C chord, D, G, like the beginning. F, C, G, to the tonic. Okay, so you want to be very clear on those. And then we're just going to break up the bottom notes and then play the third and the fifth together, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I was just playing half notes with the root and then the third and the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, how's everyone doing so far? Easy, hard? It seems so easy, and then sometimes I teach it and I think, oh, this is actually a little harder than I thought. So again, you want to just memorize everything, be able to do it on your own. And I wanted to let everybody know I'm hosting a virtual retreat in January called Piano Connect with some of the top presenters in the world, like Dennis Alexander will be doing a masterclass, Tim Topham, all sorts of amazing presenters. So if anyone's interested in learning more of these types of activities, look at pianoconnect.org and take a look, and you'll see all these amazing presenters and events that we have going on. Okay, the last thing I'm going to teach you is how to accompany your student or singers if maybe your student can only play the melody and you want to accompany them. So you should be able to just create a very simple accompaniment on the spot by knowing these chords. So here we go. You're taking the exact same chords, but let's use a second inversion for your C chord. It just will sound nice. And in the bass, you're going to play the root note, and then you're going to go down to grab the fifth, which is the G. So it'll be like jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Okay, can everyone try that? So I'm just alternating root, chord, fifth, chord. 1, 2, here we go. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Okay, so it's very easy for that first phrase. And then the next phrase, let's use a first inversion F. But really, you can use root position. You can use whatever inversion you want, but this one just sounds nice. So you would have the F, and the 5 of F is C. So you drop down to the C. Oh, what fun it. Let's try that together. Here we go. Oh, what fun it. Okay, now we're back on the C chord. So it's like we did before. Is to ride in a. So I have the C, second inversion, down to the G. Now we have the D. So we're going to do, again, second inversion. So this is a great way to use your inversions. We have the D, down to fifth, up to the G, down to fifth. So for G, I did the first inversion chord. So you'll have to practice that. Here's the whole phrase. Where did I start? And again, you can just do root position if you want. It sounds fine to just do root position if it's complicated to do inversions. You can just do root. Okay, let's do the next phrase. 1, 2, here we go, like the beginning. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. And then the F, to the C, is to ride. G, I'm using first inversion. One horse open sleigh. Ending on the tonic, the 1. Okay, let's try that whole piece. If you want, you can just do root position, if that's easier. 1, 2, here we go. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. To the F chord. Oh, what fun it is to ride D. 1 horse open G. Sleigh, hey. Easy part. Jingle all the way. F. Oh, what fun C is to ride G. 1 horse open sleigh, and on C. Wow, okay, we got through it all. Debbie has a question. If your student is not that proficient in reading music, is counting a good alternative to knowing when to add harmony? I've had problems with them knowing when to change chords. surprised how many new students don't feel the rhythm. I would focus first on just getting the rhythm of the melody, just getting a real strong tempo just on the melody. And then after that, I would just teach them the harmony themselves. So maybe even looking at, show them this sort of sheet where they can follow along. Because it's pretty tricky to just, for a kid to be able to pick out all those harmonies right away. So I'll just teach them those root notes at first. And it's a great exercise to sing it, just playing the root note. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Can they sing it and play the root? Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. It takes a while to get all those harmonies in the ear and everything. And then they can play the full chord and sing it. So you have to teach all of that in there. Any other questions? Yay, Debbie. Raise your hand if that felt hard. Is that hard for anyone? Yay. Good. I don't want it to feel like, oh, I can't do this. It's too tricky. So that was an easy day. So if anyone wants to get off mute, they can, because we are done playing. So some other things I'm going to teach this week are some of those sevenths that we can add in. We're going to learn it in different styles. I'm going to show you some introductions and some endings that you can easily add in to make it sound more full and complete. But for today, you're going to have to practice it a little bit to really solidify those harmonies for the rest of the week to go smoothly. Because if you're not sure, like, when is that D chord, when is the G chord, then it's harder to arrange, because you have to think ahead, knowing which chord's coming, and then I'll show you what to do with the chord. So that's all it is. It's knowing those harmonies, and then I will show you how to fill them out and to play them in a few different styles. Any questions? Was that fun? It's fun for me. Hope you all enjoyed it. Pam, I love that you have a tree, and you'll have to, if anyone wants to say anything, you'll just have to unmute. Yay, thanks for your claps and your thumbs up, Young Rim, Debbie.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. And I hope you can come every day this week. I'll do it every day, Monday through Friday, same place, same time. Sharon says, every year I have all students play Jingle Bells by ear. Beginner young students start with just the first line, and I have them start on E, using only finger 3 throughout to aid in pitch. Wonderful. Very similar to what I was saying. So you have the beginners just play the first line?
Well, they usually go on and do more, but I don't want it to seem overwhelming. So I just say, just see if you can do the first line.
You have them do 3, like on G and C. They're always using third finger? Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because it does
Yep, they're not ready for the full 5 fingers.
Sing along. And if they have difficulty, I have them sing it and say, did your voice go up or down? Like from one note to the next, we just do it slowly. But I have found over the years that if the parents help them, just so they get it done, they don't retain it the same as they do if so I stress now to parents, it's for them to figure out. It's one song they know. I find most songs I suggest, a lot of kids don't know.
Right.
Songs and the nursery songs like they used to.
Right. They all know this one though. Sayuri says, thank you so much. I teach younger children and only, and this will help a lot. Great. I think it helps a lot just to even know that little accompaniment pattern. Even if they just sing along and you accompany them, that's big. So there's lots of different things you can do with what we did even just today. And you're going to learn so much more throughout the week. So try and keep up so that you really memorize those chords tonight. Try and get off the page as soon as you can. Just memorize it, and you'll be able to go farther with it. And then I'm going to create a little challenge. So I will send you all a little spreadsheet where you can put in your name and keep track. And the winner, I think I will wait till the end of next week because some of the things can involve teaching. So I wanted you to have time to teach it, but I will work on that and tell you more about it tomorrow. All right. So keep up with your assignment. Participate in the count. All right. I look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow. I tried to keep it 15 minutes, but it's really tricky.
Okay.
All right, practice hard on your chords and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks
Thank
for
you for that.
coming. You're welcome.
Bye,
Good seeing you,
everybody.
Young Rim. Young Rim, I saw your pretty tree that you posted.
Oh, just put the lights on, and we're taking it slowly this year since we're
Yeah,
not trying to
right,
have tons of time.
right. You have time. And Pam's tree looks so nice. All right. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Oh, there's a child.
Bye.
You get to hear Jingle Bells? Did the child get to hear the song?
Their song this year. She's playing this.
You're playing it? Awesome. How exciting. Ooh.
It's a long one.
Whoa! Thank you for playing that. You're ahead of us. I thought about adding that whole beginning part, and then I thought that's going to be too much. You're ahead of us.
It's a little jam too.
What's that?
She's using your little jam, the free form
Oh,
one.
good.
She likes that a lot.
Which book are you in?
The one that is kind of free form. You have your own. You make your own your title.
Oh, nice.
Your own articulation. Yeah, she's
Right.
a free spirit, so I ordered that for her.
Great. Who's your teacher? Ah, that's so wonderful.
And also their friends.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Scale them up to improvisation, slow and fast. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thanks for coming. All right, I'll see you all tomorrow. Happy practicing. Bye, Joyce. Thanks for playing for us. Bye, Pam. Bye, Zaylee. Bye, Nell. Bye, Josephine. See you tomorrow. Bye.